Good morning all, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform, and today I'm outside Southampton Central. I literally just did a massive recording and then didn't even realise it was recording, so I'm doing it again. First of all is the entrance to Southampton Central. Quite modern, quite nice, smaller than I thought it would be, to be fair. It's not overly big, but it's welcoming enough. It's got the big sign at the top. I'm currently here, ready to go to the Isle of Wight today. So today's plan, I'm going to get the train over to Portsmouth and Southsea, where I'm going to meet a couple of people, and we're going to head over to the hovercraft and then make our way over to the island. I've never been to the Isle of Wight, this is my first ever time. There are no trains in passenger service in terms of, like, on the actual Ryde to Shanklin route, the island line, due to the new 484s which are coming into place probably at the end of summer, something like that. But yes, but we are hopefully going to see, if not any on tests, but if not, we will have some railway aspects of today anyway. You'll see when we get there. Looking forward to today a lot. I did stay in a Premier Inn here last night. Great service, great staff, great breakfast, great room, everything just so welcoming, no problems at all. Highly recommended hotel. So yes, overall though, today is looking to be a nice day. It's a bit rainy, but we'll see how it goes. Gonna go inside, get my tickets, and then have a look at the platform. So let's go. Roll the intro. Enjoy the video today, guys. So we're on the platform here at Southampton Central. I've just got my tickets. We're on platform 1 at the moment, which is typically used for trains going towards Portsmouth from Cardiff, as well as pretty much Weymouth, London Waterloo, Bournemouth to Manchester, Piccadilly with cross country, and sometimes used for southern services and for the Salisbury. I mean, pretty much these two platforms are used for anything, but platform 2 is used for Portsmouth and Southsea stoppers, and platform 2 is used for the stoppers at Southsea, and also used for like Poole to London Waterloo. Platform 3 is used for the trains going towards Salisbury, the 158s, and also used for GTR services, GTR services.
The 0741 Great Western Railway.
I know the platform's changed, so I'll update you in a minute. Right, so platform alteration. I'm now on platform 3 waiting for the train, because of it's delayed by about 13 minutes. And on platform 4, this train here, this platform here is used for trains going towards Cardiff Central, and obviously to Weymouth and to Poole as well. The 3 is used for that because it waits ages as well. It's quite a smaller station for a big city. There's a bay platform over there, but it's not a bad station. I've been here many times. I had one incident here, if you remember an old video of mine, where I said I had an issue, but since then there's been no problems, so pretty good. But yeah, this is Southampton Central, and I'll update you when we are at when our train arrives. Sorry, I'm tired. Okay, so I'm on board the 158 heading over to Portsmouth and Southsea. One thing I will do, and you know what, why not? See that bloke out there? Absolutely awful way of speaking to me. Proper rude and everything at this guy in the green Ibis. Awful. Shouldn't call people out, but I am on this one. You see him at Southampton Central, we're just going to be nasty to you. So, same with me, it's Southsea anyway. So we're now leaving and on our way to Portsmouth and Southsea. Okay, we're now arriving into Portsmouth and Southsea. It's a bit rainy here at the moment, but we are Southampton Central, which I will explain when we go on as to why I filmed that guy. Before we do, I'm here now at Portsmouth Southsea, and I'll update you in just a minute. Okay, so now going out is the Great Western Railway service, delayed 0831 to Portsmouth Harbour. One 158, 767 and 749 head out to Portsmouth Harbour, next stop of Portsmouth Harbour. So, Portsmouth and Southsea, here we are. Oh god, there is a Premier Inn right next to that. It's another one to visit and stay overnight at, yes please. 2 levels the station is on. We'll obviously film both. There's a massive canopy, it looks lovely. And right over Southsea's, well, pretty much, yeah, Southsea, which is probably the main central area of Portsmouth. Right, issue with what happened with regard to Southampton Central. So, that clip that you saw just before I got on the 158, as soon as I finished recording it, a bloke came up to me and gave me probably the most evil stare ever. It was pretty, almost like it was patronising, like he was a school teacher. So he turned around to me and he asked if I had permission. I filmed one clip, well, a couple of clips obviously, but I filmed that one clip. I wasn't filming any trains. He assumed I was filming trains. I told him I wasn't, and I said to him, I'm just getting on this next train. He was like, well, make sure you do and stop recording. Like, no manners, really rude. His tone was disgusting. The way he approached me was awful. So yeah, I'm writing in a complaint to South Western Railway about the way that he spoke to me. Not so much about anything else, but it was the way that he spoke to me. Like, the filming side of it I understand, and I understand there's permission that's needed, but I only literally was filming one clip and then I was getting on the train, so I don't see, that's just such a waste of time. Anyway, so yeah, there was that, and it was pretty diabolical. So yeah, for him to come over to me and speak to me like that was disgraceful. And the guy you saw in the clip when I left, the guy in our green high vis, that's him. So look out for him if you ever film, because he'll probably approach you and have a go at you the way he did to me. So yes, and it was agency staff as well, so he wasn't actually South Western Railway staff, so that annoys me even more that happened and they have no idea about how to speak to people. Anyway, rant over, let's go enjoy the day. It's raining, hooray. So this is Portsmouth and Southsea station. I might as well have a look over it whilst we're still here. It's very nice. It's on 2 levels. We're walking down to the other one now. It's just down here, so we'll take a bit of a stroll and go on the look. So down here is the platforms 3 and 4, which are the lower level platforms. So as you see, it's on 2 levels, so we will just walk down to the lower level now. These 2 platforms are used for terminating services, so the Southampton to Portsmouth and Southsea will terminate here, as well as the GTR Southern services, which are normally 313s from Littlehampton. But yes, up the top on the canopy section is usually GTR to Portsmouth Harbour from Brighton and London Victoria, as well as Great Western Railway to for Cardiff to Portsmouth, and also South Western Railway to Portsmouth Harbour from London Waterloo. So they all go up there, as well as the occasional, obviously, stopper from Southampton, which sometimes goes to Portsmouth Harbour. That'll also go up there, or the 313s will go up there too. So it can be shared typically, but yes. Yeah, it is really beginning to rain here, so let's just see how today goes. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is Portsmouth and Southsea station, one of them on 2 levels, and I think one of the only ones we've done which is on 2 levels so far on the series. So yeah, it's a very nice station. I like it. I think it's unique in the way it's designed, so yes. Okay, so just coming in now is the terminating Southern service 313213, terminating in from Littlehampton. 450-008 has just turned up there on a Portsmouth Harbour to London Waterloo service as well. Here is the 313, which is just coming in. We're not going to be boarding this, of course, but it's just coming in. So I'll update you probably when we're outside the station now at this point. But yeah, what an eventful journey it's been. It's the entrance to Portsmouth and Southsea. Very, very big. I think it's massive actually. It's a lovely building. Nice big clock right at the top. Some of these stations I've been visiting have had amazing buildings. This one in particular is very, very nice. So highly rated. There's part of the station over there. Obviously that's the top level. And now we're outside and we're going over here. You see the sign here which says over for hover travel. Bus stop, that's where we're off. So, yes. Right, so we're just on board the Southsea hover bus now. Up to make our way over to Southsea Hoverport. Be heading over. I heard that. I'm never doing this again. Anyway, next time we're walking. So yes, but we're going to make our way over to Southsea Hoverport shortly. Right, so we just made it over to Southsea, Southsea's hovercraft, or hoverport. So we've got the entrance there. We're going to make our way over into the craft in just a moment. But yeah, it's raining quite badly here, but yeah, here we are. Right, so we're now making our way on board the hovercraft. Bit of a wait out in the rain. It was lovely, wasn't it? Fun fact, our rail tickets are valid on this, but I'll explain that when we get over to the island. Oh, right, update you very shortly. Here we are.
You will see that your life jacket is stowed under your seat. Instructions on how to put on your life jacket are shown on the safety notice in 3 easy steps. Place the life jacket over your head. Pass the belt around your waist and fasten the buckle at the front. Hold the buckle and pull the belt as tight as possible. In the unlikely event of an emergency, the captain will raise the alarm over the public address system. You will be instructed to don a life jacket and remain in the muster station of the craft. The crew will assess and activate the required emergency systems. The crew will then provide further instructions. Should it be necessary to evacuate the hovercraft, you will be directed to an emergency exit and into an inflatable life raft. You are advised to take warm clothing and any medication you may need, but leave all bags and bulky items behind. Thank you for listening to this safety message, and if you have any questions, please ask a member of the crew. We wish you a pleasant journey and remind all passengers to remain seated whilst the craft is in motion.
I will not. Anyway, so yeah, we're on our way over to Ryde now. Just making our way. Very bumpy. So now making our way up to the hovercraft now. It's still raining. Thanks. Craft there, going to just see what it looked like.
Another squirty bottle.
Now on the Isle of Wight, so I'm going to update you as the day goes along and we'll see what else we see throughout the day. So there's a shot of the hovercraft there. We're just going to go see it leave now. way to my left, just whilst it's leaving, that's Ryde Esplanade station there. I think most of the stations are actually closed off, but we'll see. I hope it's going anyway. Yeah, no, it's going now. Look at that thing go. It's pretty good, that. Right. Let's go explore the island. So, it's closed off, but this is Ryde Esplanade. We'll have to visit it sort of when it's more open. But, yeah. Because there's no trains running at the moment, we're sort of doing some other things here today, but yeah, there it is, closed off entrance to it. Right, so we're just walking along Ryde Pier now. We're walking adjacent basically to the connecting line between Esplanade and Ryde Pier Head station, which is over here. Makes the train sim one look really real, like really attention to detail. It's pretty decent. It's quite sort of rusty along this bit. I mean, it's not really been looked at or taken care of in the best way, I don't think. But it's pretty decent. The line itself, I can't wait to travel on it when the 484s come into service. For now, though, obviously, that's not happening. But it is only a very small speed limit over here as well. I think it's only like 15-20 miles per hour between the two stops, between here and then when you go over there as well, so it's not too bad. It's still raining here a bit, so it's a bit of a lucky day, but I'm sure it'll improve as time goes on. So yeah, but yeah, this is the pier, and this is well, basically it. Don't mind it, it's quite peaceful, even though the sea is quite choppy. So yes. Now at the entrance, pretty much right here ahead. It's pretty much the central point. They've got stuff like the Isle of Wight steam railway here, which we'll be paying a visit to later in the video. But this is a fascinating little entrance and concourse. There is a little bit of access out here as well. And this is the station, but yeah, Ryde Pier Head. It's empty at the moment, completely empty as all the trains have been removed. But yeah, we are here at least. So we'll update you with what our next plan will be. So just out here, it's pretty much a fishing area for people who want to go fishing. I mean, it's quite a look out to a very choppy sea at the moment, so there's not really a lot to see, but sort of the coastal acres of the island you can see all around here, which is pretty cool. A little more of an overview of the station. Now, I'm technically not going to count any of these as, you know, visits on the series at the moment, because I haven't actually got on a train on any of them. So but I will be revisiting to do that when the trains are in service, but we're here for a different reason today. But yes, look, pigeon, bye. But yes, Esplanade Station's just down there. You probably just about see it. We've just taken a walk along the pier, which was okay, bit meh, let's just say that. Talk about rail replacement. We're in a taxi. This is the rail replacement between Ryde Pier Head and Ryde Esplanade. It's a taxi, brilliant. So we just got off a rail replacement bus. We actually got off at the wrong place in the end. This is Brading Station. We've just got off that. Closed off again, like all the others, but a nice little station. One platform. Used to have two, I think, but it's one platform. There's not very much to it. Like I said, we're going to take a better look at these another time when we're here, but oh, can't really go in at this point because it's all cordoned off anyway. But yeah, this is Brading Station. We're probably going to make our way back, because actually we were meant to go visit St John's Road Station, but we haven't done that yet because they missed a stop. So yeah, so a little bit of an update. We are just so like I said, we ended up coming to Brading by mistake. We actually meant to get to Ryde St John's Road. The bus driver actually didn't stop, even though I thought rail replacements were meant to stop at every station anyway without you having to prompt them. So I guess not. We're on our way back to Ryde St John's Road now. Or we hope, yeah, hope so. It's not been bad so far. Weather's picked up a little bit. It's been raining throughout the morning, but it's just remained cloudy, so it's not too bad. We've still got quite a lot to do, so keep watching, but it's going good so far. Quite liking it, but I like it even more when the trains run. Right, so we're just at the entrance of Ryde St John's Road Station. I just got off the replacement bus. This is the place we missed earlier, but we're going to walk up to the bridge and show you. I'm going to show you something. Which we do want to see. The entrance is okay. It's very small, classic design. It's really nice. Like I said, I think it's got semaphore signals here as well, which is pretty cool. So if we go up here, there is a 483.
You say 303?
483.
Oh god.
Why did I say that? Can't see it all too well, but that is now out of service. Will be lifted over from the island back over to the mainland and probably go to scrap, I'd imagine, or do something. But obviously with all the changes, they're having to take these ones away. So so that's an overlook of the station anyway. Hopefully when the trains are running, we'll be able to get off at the actual platform and have a look around, but for now that is the train anyway. Little footbridge over there, and there is I believe 2 platforms. The third one is a stabling one, and then just adjacent to that you've got the depot, which again we'll have a look at another time in terms of, yeah, when we go past it. But yeah, Ryde St John's Road, and there's the 483. So we've just got off a taxi, a very eventful taxi ride, let's say. Very enjoyable, very funny. Probably quite... Max had a good time, didn't you? So you had a good time, didn't you, the taxi? So George didn't. So we're at the entrance. It was at everyone's expense, but anyway. Anyway, yeah, just to give you context, we were in a taxi and the driver just had a massive amount of banter with us. It was really, really funny. He was a lovely guy.
At my expense?
At everyone's expense. He bantered everyone. And we're at the entrance of Haven Street Station. We're on the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. We're going to be boarding that a little bit later on. We're just waiting in a queue to get our tickets, and then we should carry on. But yeah, we are here. Nice. We're just queuing up at the moment. It looks quite nice. that one there is nameplate with Benbrus, I think it said. Could have been wrong there. Pembrus, something like that. That's heading over to Smallbrook, which is where we're going. But that was 11:55 departure. But we're here at Haven Street. We're going to go look in the museum first of all, and then continue on beyond that and have a look. But yes, it's looking good so far. It's quite nice here.
I really like it. It's very open. It's not very stuffy either.
No, it's not. It's fab.
Quite stuffy.
That's what I like. Right, so we're heading to the museum. We'll see what's inside. Something quite interesting in that. I'm just inside part of the museum now, which has been labelled as train story, talking about the history of the island. I think in here is a couple of compartments and carriages. So this one here, withdrawn 1948, and it's basically an animal shelter. You can see it's basically been run ragged by looking at that completely. But they've looked to refurbish it. They've tried to do some sort of refurbishment work to it to preserve it in some way to make it a reasonable condition, but it's not perfect. It's very rusty, but 1948, and it's still looking like that. Isn't too bad. But just head outside here as well. Got a steam loco. We've got just this sort of area, so just a couple of wagons, I think. And around here we've got Army 198 Royal Engineer loco. These are all like local preserved steam locomotives to the island. And over here I have another one, which is 41313. Again, preserved loco on the island. British Railways loco. I've seen that on quite a few of them, so this is quite a known loco. I'm not massive on steam, but you know, to a degree it's quite nice. But this is proper steam loco. This looks really nice. In good condition as well, which is really good to see. One of the smaller locos on the island. Number 11, Southern. I do love these preserved lines and heritage railways because they really do work to keep everything in such a good condition. So, but Haven Street Station itself is actually essentially in the middle of the line, because you've got Ashley and Smallbrook Junction, which are that way, and then this way you've got an extension over to Wootton, which I don't think is being served too much today, but I could be wrong there. And of course all controlled by semaphores, so pretty good. Right, we're just taking a stroll through Train Story, which is the museum. So pretty much in around here is the play area, but also some historic bits as well. But in here is where most of it is. So to start with, this locomotive already has a nameplate named after a football club. Well, it's probably not actually named after the football club, but it's called Ajax. It's not actually named after that. I don't think it would be, but it's got some, must have some Dutch history to it if it's called that. So it's not. It's completely Scottish. Okay. Scottish history. It's a Scottish loco, and it's hung around in that area. Oh, Max said look inside. Gonna go up? This is inside the cab of it. How it works and everything. And out here you can obviously see a Newport, which is also a town on the Isle of Wight. So there's so much history to this island, it's incredible. Loving it, brilliant, it's amazing. So over here some old carriages as well. This is what you would used to have run on the line, all the compartments. Pretty much your classic steam carriages with your compartments. I really do wish trains are like this nowadays, I really do. Like, you could just sit in your own compartment and have a little bit more privacy than what you used to. I know things are good now, really, really good, but imagine that. I know you get it on rail tours, which is really, really good, but still, imagine it in just revenue earning service, it would be pretty decent. So obviously around here you've obviously got the other stations that are served on the line, so Sandown, which is an existing station now, Haven Street right now, Bembridge, which doesn't exist anymore, Wootton, which is the line just up. You've got St John's Road, which is on the line, Newport, like I said, they don't have a station now. But yes, it's pretty decent. We'll take another walk along anyway and see what else we can find. Out here you just see we're just about to move into the next section, but you just have a look at the whole overview of the area. It's a massive shed, but it's a really, really well kept area. It's incredible. Got some old signs there. Esplanade. I think I was meant to say Ryde Esplanade, but they've cut it up. Right, over here we have a couple of locos. So we have, actually there's something else as well. We have this, which is D2554, which is one of the smaller locos. I believe this is probably a shunter loco, if anything, because it looks very similar to that of an 08, like a Gronk. So it's probably a shunter, if anything. It looks like it. Could be wrong though, because the line is quite a light rail line, so it's not difficult. No gradients, nothing really that tough, so could well be that. So we're going to have a look at something else, which you've probably just seen in the background, but we'll get a closer look. So over here we have 483-007. Now this is the most recent departure from the line. These are now no longer in passenger revenue earning service. It's now the new 484s, which will be coming into service, what we hope to be this year sometime. We don't know when, but it will be sometime this year. Can you go on it? I don't even know if you can. I think you can. There's steps leading up, so you'd think so, but maybe not. Else people will probably be going on it. Yeah, so they've obviously refurbished it to a degree, but as you can see from the no smoking signs and everything, that it is now no longer sort of well, it's no longer in service, but you can see where the remnants of the London Underground are, which is pretty cool. It's actually got a nameplate, Jess Harper, as well, or a sticker or a name on the train, which is named. But yeah, but you can see how outdated things are. It's got paper displays or pull down displays. And yeah, it's 483-006. It looks like even that's pulled down. It looks like it might even change its number, or it's just not very well in place. But it's interesting. And over here is just like a little carriage with a bit of history, like a documentary inside. But yeah, that is really the museum. That's a tram car. That's what this one is. So this is really going back to similar to the southern, probably the locomotive we went past earlier. But when they were tram cars, which is pretty cool. I'm not too good on this history, so please do forgive me. It's a bit rusty. There's a semaphore up there as well. Do you know what, overall, I think this museum is quite fab. Got some wagons over here as well. Everything's just been well put together here. It's incredible. It's so nice to have a 483 sat here as well. Out of everything, just, you know, keep a bit of preservation. At least it's here, so that's good. Just a quick shot as well. This is the ticket that I've got. booked it online, and if you actually want to go on this at the moment, you have to book it online completely, so be aware of that. But as it's the spring gala, they've got everything on show, and it's a standard class adult return, and we're going to Smallbrook. So I think we are anyway. I'd imagine so, actually. So yeah, so that's the ticket. It cost about £14 for the whole thing, so it's not that bad. But yeah, we're gonna make our way over anyway. So I'm actually on board my own compartment at the moment. Max and George are in their own. But yeah, we're on board the steamer now. We're going to make our way over. It's really nice in here. It's really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to the journey. Lovely interior, lovely seats, quite comfortable as well when you sit back. It's been really well looked after. So I look forward to the journey. Alright, so we're leaving Haven Street now. It's quite nice actually. To update you all on the journey, but yes, we're now on our way to Smallbrook. I think we're stopping at Ashley Station as well, that could be wrong. So we've just pulled in here to what I believe to be Ashley Station here, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty nice. The platform itself is tiny. Yeah, it is Ashley Station, 100%. Just seen the sign. Literally just a platform of grass. It does seem like that anyway. Just about Ashley. Next stop is Smallbrook. It's not bad here at all. I think it's fairly decent. I actually think it's really, really enjoyable time. On the way back, it should be all three of us in the same carriage, but yes. Yeah, it says do not lean out the window. Everyone seems to do it though. I'm not too sure why, but it's a heritage line, and just be careful. Don't do it on a main line because that's deadly, and you know it is. Just arriving now into Smallbrook Junction. That was brilliant. We're going to get off in a moment. So, now here at Smallbrook Junction. This station actually is an interchange for main line, basically. There's two platforms. This is the steam platform, and then you walk across the pathway, and then you're on the Island Line platform, which is just behind that fence over there. The locomotive's just coming back around. So, I'll update you in a moment. It's a lovely little station, definitely. There's a signal box just over there as well. The loco's going to come back around and probably pull out, so we better get back on soon. You can just see over there the loco's coupling back on. You can see George's hand. So yes, me and Max are on the same cabin now, but and now we're both going to make our way with, well, George is on his own because he was filming. Hi George.
Hello. Hello.
He didn't like that. Anyway, so yeah, we'll make our way over to Haven Street shortly. We go now leaving Smallbrook Junction. There's the other lot line that takes you to Brading, Sandown, Lake and Shanklin, and also back over to St John's Road, that's Mainland and Ryde Pier Head. So yes, we're on our way. We're nearly back at Haven Street now, not quite there yet. Which is really good here on this line, I love it. The windows are quite well adjusted as well. Although they're not, oh yeah, it just shows what it was like. Everything's in place, it's really been kept in good condition, so very good. Now we're coming back into Haven Street. So at this point now we've gone through, I think we're going to be heading towards Wootton. So yes, we should update you when we get there, I suppose.
Can we get out here again?
Yeah, I can do.
Hooray.
So we're just arrived into Wootton station. The loco's probably going to have to do another turnaround. Like I said, I didn't realise we were going through. Are you alright there?
I can't stand up.
So, here we are. Max is trying to get out, and did.
George Taylor's in help.
So, the loco's probably going to do another turnaround as we're here at Wootton. It's quieter here than it is at some of the others, but here we are. Here goes the loco again for another time. Second time today, it's doing a reverse. Can you imagine living in that house? That must be cool. Pretty decent area to live in. Probably not cheap either, but still. It'll make its way forward now, I think. At least in a moment it will. Right, here it comes, coming back. That was a very abrupt coupling. There we go. Right, so off we go, departing out from Wilton. Oh, it's this side, isn't it? We're leaving. We're going to get to this side in a moment. Hello, George. Goodbye, George. Sorry, I still got the camera on. Might keep it on and keep him inside the carriage. There's some sheep. Oh, no, goats even. Shit. Come on about. Right, so let's make our way back. Right, just arriving now back into Haven Street. There's the side of like the refreshment cafe and everything. That's pretty decent. Oh, there's another view. There's actually a mirror in here, which I didn't even realise.
I thought it was a window.
Yeah. I just, when I looked at it, I thought it was in looking down at the next carriage along, but it's not. There's the refreshment.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain on the train with the door closed until it's opened by a member of the platform staff. This is to allow for social distancing.
Right, there we go. We're going to do an organised system. Now we are back at Haven Street. Just left the carriages. I left the train even, got off the carriage. What a journey. Absolutely brilliant. So memorable as well. It just shows that Heritage Railways can be a lot of fun when you have a day out on them. That was brilliant. So, further updates in just a moment. Right, just a quick update since I forgot to do one earlier. We're back in Ryde now, and we're just waiting on this open top bus over here. Waiting for the driver, and then we're going to get on that and go on a journey around the island, northwest of the island, have a look around the coast, see some views, some sights, and then we're going to come back here. So there's the update. Right, so we're now on board the open topper, and we're going to be making our way across the island, or at least part of it anyway. I think it's so nice. Yeah, we'll update you when we probably whilst we're on our way. It's really nice on there. Seats are a bit squeaky, but yeah, not bad. Ryde here. Even though I'm doing commentary and there's music. I said it's Ryde Pier Head, it's Ryde Esplanade. And we're back. Right. Here we are. Right, so we're back in Ryde Hoverport now. I'm going to board shortly. Heading back to Mainland now. Of course, on there he's got the rail information from Portsmouth and Southsea. So, interesting. So there's the hovercraft. We're about to reboard it to head over back to Portsmouth. So, yes. Right, back we go on board again.
Oh God, how many people did it take to count? Look at 4 people counted.
Which way do we go up? That way. Over here.
Well, we've got to have them up a little bit.
So here we are. Take your mini.
Hovercraft. We'd like to take a few moments to draw your attention to the safety notice in front of you. You will see that your life jacket is stowed under your seat. Instructions on how to put on your life jacket are shown on the safety notice in 3 easy steps. Place the life jacket over your head. Pass the belt around your waist and fasten the buckle at the front. Pull the buckle and pull the belt as tight as possible. In the unlikely event of an emergency, the captain will raise the alarm over the public address system. You will be instructed to don a life jacket and remain in the muster station.
Right, so just arrived into Southsea's Hoverport again. He had to touch it. Of course he did. So we're back at Southsea's Hoverport, and yeah, I said Hoverport. That's nice and convenient because there's the bus. So we're going to head on that and I'll update you. So we're on board the bus now, heading back to Portsmouth and Southsea station. So yes, very, very busy on it. Okay, I am now here at Portsmouth and Southsea. We just went and had a lovely meal at Wetherspoons at the Isambard Kingdom Brunel pub. It was lovely. Had nice fish and chips. Yes, I'm boring. George had a mixed grill and Max had lunch. So that was interesting. In other words, he had a chicken, was it like a chicken fillet something? Chicken wrap?
Yeah, something like that.
And chips. Very lunch-like. Anyway, so we're now going to make a short hop over to Portsmouth Harbour, where I will cover that station as well, and then the video will end. So wait for our train to arrive and then we'll head over to Portsmouth Harbour. Okay, coming in now is going to be the 1851 Great Western Railway service to Portsmouth Harbour, 166201. I think this is actually the newest turbo to come down to Bristol, because it has the nickname Brian. Many locals call it Brian, or many guards call it. I've seen it on loads of groups. But yeah, we'll quite busy, so we'll update you when we're on board.
The Great Western Railway service to Portsmouth Harbour.
Okay, I after a very short journey, I hate you so much. After a very short journey, we are now arriving into Portsmouth Harbour. You're disgusting.
I'm not disgusting. This is definitely.
So are you.
What have I done?
Nice, that was on video. You nice high-pitched voice. Thanks, Max.
Yeah, no, there's a bang.
So,
There's a bang.
update you when we get off. We are at Portsmouth Harbour. So here we are at Portsmouth Harbour. There's 166201 on platform 1, which is going to be forming a service to, no, platform 4, platform 1, something like that. This is basically the platform for Great Western Railway services to Cardiff and wherever else. Portsmouth Harbour is also the connection for White Link ferries, which basically take you back over to the Isle of Wight, which we've been on all day. But by the way, very, very good day out. Then you've got the other 2 platforms here. Well, 4 platforms. That's platform 1. Platform 3, London Waterloo. South Western Railway 4 here, and that's their terminating platform, as is. Right, sorry, just a quick update there. The clip cut out because I had to change battery packs. Platform 4 and 5, platforms 4 and 5 pretty much use South Western Railway, as is platform 3. And pretty much all of the station is, well, 5 is the most common one for the GTR Southern services to turn up and terminate out and go to Victoria and Brighton. So, yes, that is Portsmouth Harbour in a nutshell. Terminus platform completely, and its nearest station is to Gunwharf Quays and the Spinnaker Tower, which, by the way, is a very nice tower to go up. So, yes, this is Portsmouth Harbour. Here is the entrance to Portsmouth Harbour. Very different looking. It needs a bit of a refurbishment, but it's quite nice. And right there is the Spinnaker Tower as well. So you can go right up there. You can actually look over the entrance. Actually, a really nice to look over. The area around it is completely surrounded. I mean, there is an actual harbour right next to it, which looks all the way over. So that's quite nice, and sun setting, which is really, really good. A lot of yachts here, massive ship, massive yacht harbour over there. It's nearest place to Gunwharf Quay, so it's more of like the coastal town centre, or city centre even. So yes, but yeah, I'm going to head back onto our train now. So now at the just inside Portsmouth Harbour now, I'm going to finish a video here from the latest episode of Every Platform from the Isle of Wight. It's been a really, really good day out. Thank you very much for watching the video today. If you have liked what you've seen, of course, like and subscribe. Please click the notifications bell if you want to see more. And yeah, that is basically it for today's video. The next video from me is another episode from West Midlands, so keep an eye out for that one. But yes, it's been a really, really good day out. I'm off back on my turbo now back to Southampton to stay the night again, going back home tomorrow. But from me here in the Isle of Wight, and from Max and George who have joined along for the day, goodbye and thank you for watching. Before I go, Max, what was your highlight of today?
Everything.
Good. And George is the same, your highlight of today was everything.
The bad part of the day was when Southern cancelled our train at Barnes. That was bad.
Yeah, that wasn't very good. Signalling problems with these two this morning. And then obviously angry man at Southampton for me, who got called out. Haha. Right, now thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.